This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
What's going on? Welcome in to another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow with your hosts. I'm Truck. He's Kulz. You can find me at fantasy_truck, or you can find Kulz at Kulz_sports. Make sure you follow the show at Fantasy Roadshow. Check out the Substack, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com, for all of our written articles throughout the week. Red light, green light, waivers, you name it. Hitchhikers. We're back again for a Thursday night football live stream. We're talking our week 4 matchups, going through the slate, picking the winners, kind of the fantasy fallout for each matchup and how we see the matches playing out. So stay tuned. We got some good stuff for you. Kulz, how the hell are you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting ready for this bird hunt tomorrow.
You going bird hunting, huh?
Bird hunting, going shooting them doves out in there. The yard
dove
out
hunting?
there. Yeah. Out in the
Nice,
field.
nice.
Yep.
I
Get
like
me
it.
some dove breast.
What time you got to get up for that in the morning?
Like when we're out there.
Well, what time do you get going?
For the hunts.
Yeah.
Not too early, whenever sunrise.
I always think of
it's
hunting
like
like
6.
super early.
Yeah, I mean, duck, you always want to be there like sunrise is the best time typically.
Yeah.
When they're most active for most animals. But yeah, sun needs to be out, walking around the field, shotgun at the old doves.
Oh yeah. All right. So
What are you up
as
to?
an
Wait,
update-
where are you?
well,
You're in the truck.
I'm in the truck tonight. Here's a little. I'll hit the horn for y'all.
Yeah.
Try not to wake anybody up around me. That's kind of loud. I'm parked at a truck stop, and I'm out here in Iowa, near Algona, which is northwest Iowa.
Is there any good lot lizards around there in Iowa?
No, I'm not looking for any lot lizards around here, and I'll tell you what, there's probably some because there usually is, but yeah, I'll stay away from all that,
Yeah, good boy.
But
all right. I love it.
We're watching the Packers Lions in Lambeau, 7-3 right now. Jordan Love's got the ball, and he's trying to put together a drive here. Kulz, how do you see this game playing out? Where's your money riding right now?
Well, the Lions sure look good to start this game. That defensive line is seemingly scary. They just got their second sack. I know Aiden Hutchinson's an absolute beast. I have the Packers. I want them to win. However, I don't like this start. The Lions are a good football team. I just think we haven't seen that Goff, the away Goff that we're used to seeing. So
yeah,
first drive he throws a pick. Looks like it's going to be away Goff, but he comes out and has an awesome touchdown drive and drive 2. So I'm a little worried as a Packers backer here. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few Packers players. I started Aaron Jones, started Christian Watson in my flex in a league. So I do have Sammy Laporta. He's got a 35-yard catch. I don't know. This to me right now, it feels like a Lions win, which is scary. But what do you have?
Yeah, I have the Lions winning this game. I don't have any money on the winner, so to say. I got some props, some prop parlays lined up with players on the amount of catches and stuff like that. But overall, I think the Lions will win the game. They just seem like the better team as of right now at this point in the season. But this could easily go the Packers' way. It's kind of a coin flip for me. But, yeah, I think the Lions win it.
Yeah, game script before the game. So I like the Lions. I think they're a good football team, but you add in the away game Goff, you add in primetime Lambeau, and just like the numbers are really good for home dogs in divisional play. Add in from a game script standpoint, Packers. And then I saw like 80-something% of the bets are on the Lions. So like all of those factors combined, and sharps are usually going on the Packers in this game. But I mean, the Lions look good, man. That Aiden Hutchinson's the real deal. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, they got 7 sacks last week.
Long game, but
yeah,
this is a bad start right now for the Packers.
Yep. Well, last week they had a bad start and they turned it around and won in the fourth quarter. So we'll see what happens. But
After
we're
starting. That's also after a starting quarterback
yes.
down. Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
But get into it.
Yeah, sounds good. You want to get into it?
I mean, we already are into it. We're already inside of it.
Yes, we are. All right, so let's kick it off. Yeah, let's kick it off. What's the first game you want to talk about?
I'm just going to segue what we were talking about last week. Car goes down. Bucs at Saints this week. I have this game as a pretty gross game with Jameis at quarterback. So defensive battle, but I have the Saints flexing their muscles in the Superdome, just showing how good their defense could be against a Bucs team that was exposed last week, and Baker just being Baker. He's not the real deal. So I have Saints low scoring, close win at home.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't like what I saw from Jameis when he came in the game.
I mean, yeah, like, what do you think you're going to see from him at this point in his career, you know?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with the I want to take the Bucs, man. I think I'm going to take the Bucs in this game. I know it'll be a tough win for them in the Superdome, but I think they can pull it off. I just don't believe in Jameis. I think he's going to make a lot of mistakes, a couple interceptions, and I think the Bucs pull out the win in the Superdome.
Yeah, could happen. You know, Evans is a beast. You know, who knows? But anyways, Falcons Jags in London.
Ooh,
that's an interesting game to me.
So what time is kickoff for us?
8:30 a.m.
The Central Standard Time.
Central, yep.
8:30. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking the Jags.
Are you going to be up, JMO in hand?
JMO in hand at 8:30 in the morning? No. No, probably not.
You're not going to get boozed up for the big noon game, Bears game?
I mean, I'll get
first game
up at noon.
We hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
And the Bears are coming back. This is the first game for the next Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
This Justin Fields era Super Bowl run. So, I don't know.
I'll tell you what,
we haven't talked about the game. Let's talk about the game.
Okay. All right.
What were you going to say, though?
Say that for the Bears game.
Yeah.
We'll say that for the Bears game.
Yep. Let's stay on track here. So, Jags, Falcons. Tell me what you got. It's interesting.
I'm gonna go Jags here. I think they kind of bounced back from last week. I think the Jags are still a good team and they still figure it out. And they're used to playing in London. This is kind of a home game for them. And I think the Jags are able to pull it out in this game. I don't think this is going to be a very good game. I don't know. I'm not going to want to get up and watch this game. I don't think it's going to be a bunch of fireworks, but I do think the Jags win, probably by a field goal.
Yeah, I agree with you. They know the London thing. They're probably going to be the London Jaguars at some point.
It just sounds weird when you say that.
I mean, they may have a different team name, like London. Insert London mascot here. London, they could be the London Bridges, and maybe start Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, there's the
okay. I see what you're doing there.
Possibilities are endless.
Okay, okay,
but who knows? Yeah. So I like the Jags. Close game. I mean, Ritter's just not the guy, so it's going to be frustrating to see that all year. The question to me is, like, if Ritter has another bad game, when do they start thinking about Heineke? They want to compete for the division. They know they're good enough.
Yeah, but is Heineke good enough to make them help them compete for the division?
I think he's better than Ritter. I mean, he can get the ball into the skilled players' hands, which is all he needs to do.
No, you're right. I would agree with you that Heineke
or trade for better. Kirk, trade for Tannehill, but
that would be interesting. That I have not thought about that scenario. Everyone's talking about the Jets trading for Kirk Cousins, but if the Falcons traded for Kirk Cousins, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
I think they win the division at that point.
Oh, 100%. Yes, I would agree with you there too. Yeah, man, that really makes me think about that. The Falcons, does Bijan bounce back a little bit this week? I know he had a down week last week.
He wants to be international.
Oh yeah, you think he's going to show out for the London crew?
For sure.
Yeah, I think so too. That's going to be fun to watch.
Playing on grass too, I'm sure.
Yeah. So are you liking the matchup for Kyle Pitts and Drake London?
I just don't like anything with Ritter, so
yeah,
I'm gonna start Pitts because he's a tight end, but London I don't know that I would start. I imagine I have a better flex option than him at this point in the season. It's 4 weeks, so I'm not starting London until he shows me something, and he's not. I don't think he's going to. While Ritter's unfortunately back there,
Yeah. Lions made it back into the red zone. They're marching.
Yep.
Good.
Let's talk Dolphins Bills here.
Dolphins Bills. This is my favorite game of the week.
Best game of the week for sure.
Yes. I can't wait to hear from Jimmy, our buddy Jimmy. Every year, me and him place a nice wager on this Bills Dolphins game. And I tell you what, man, after the first couple of weeks, I'm nervous about that bet. But I'm pretty confident that the Bills, it's in Buffalo. You've been preaching it pretty much all week about the Dolphins' regression, and you were 100% accurate there that they're due for regression. They're not going to be putting up 70 points a week. And this Buffalo Bills, we saw what that defense has done last week, man. They look really good. So, wow, look at Goff scrambling. Anyway, so, yeah, I don't know. Where are you at with it?
Bills win. Awesome game. I'll be watching only that game at that time.
Yeah.
Super excited for it. Offensive shootout. Bills continue to flex their muscles as the top dog in the division and the conference. So I love this spot for the Bills at home. Miami just put up 70 points. As I said, due for regression. So I love the Bills here. I love this spot. I think they're going to come in and Allen's going to show everyone why he was QB1 in fantasy 2 straight years and thought of as maybe the best quarterback in the league.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I completely agree with you. The Bills get it done in Buffalo against that electric Miami Dolphins team.
Yep. Next up, second best game of the slate. We have Broncos Bears.
Oh, God. When you said the second best game of the slate, I'm thinking all right, where is he going with this? I tell you what, though, David Montgomery just scored a touchdown. I tell you what, I haven't been this excited for a Bears game since week 1. So after week 1, I was on just a downfall. Week 2, what's going to happen week 3 against the Chiefs. Now week 4, we're coming up and we're facing at home the Denver Broncos, who have just as bad of a defense as the Bears do.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful going into this week, and it's a long shot, man, because when you look at the teams, comparing the defenses is similar, but the offenses, the Broncos offense actually has been playing pretty well. I mean, Russell Wilson's the number 6 scoring fantasy quarterback on the season. They've been keeping it close in games aside from last week with the 20-70. But yeah, I'm worried about the Bears losing this at home against Denver. And yeah, I'm gonna ride with Chicago, and I'm gonna stay hopeful. Probably a stupid pick, but I'm just maybe all the expectations are out the window for Fields, and hopefully he can pull it together and pull his head out of his ass. Start playing some football.
Yeah, sorry, I just had lights coming into my apartment, and something's going on at the H-E-B next door. It looks like it's something, I don't know.
Show the chat, show the live stream. What's going on?
I can't.
You got action across the street, people. Watch out.
There's action. It looks like it's a I don't honestly know what it
Frank
is.
the Dank, what's
Frank the
going on?
Dank. Shit. Frank the
Well,
Dank in the house.
what's going on?
But yeah, something neighborhood watch better get on them. So
Man,
funny.
that's such a great movie, Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah,
Mike is the Neighborhood Watch. Yes, Mike is the. Yes, he's already on the. He's on it. He's on it. He's got it.
He already knows. So yeah, I have the Bears as well. I think
Let's go. Let's go.
I think. Well, I don't know. I should.
Come on, you already said it. You locked it in. It's cemented in. Mike is picking the Bears this week against Denver. Let's fucking go.
Sure.
Couldn't be happier.
Swift or Kyron Williams half PPR.
Oh, that's a tough call.
Swift has the Commanders at home. Kyron Williams is at Colts.
I'm going Kyron Williams.
Yeah, you hate Swift. Swift is
a good running back.
I'm probably going DeAndre Swift, man. He's on a heater. He's in against a division opponent at home. He's just so good right now. I think I would continue to ride this out. He looks like he's standing. He's the alpha in that Philly running back room, and anyone behind that offensive line is going to be productive. So, give me Swift. I just think, I don't know, Colts like randomly play some good defense at home, and I just don't know what I feel about the Rams yet. I think we'll talk about it here in a second. Right now we're on Bears Broncos, but in a few games we'll talk about Rams Colts. And to be honest, I don't know which way I'm leaning on that game yet. But for me, Swift.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. Swift is on a heater. Last week I called out a bad matchup and I was wrong. Swift was able to overcome a bad matchup and put up over 100 yards. So, that
line's just so good, and he's so talented at running the ball that, like, unless it's the Browns, I don't know if, the Browns are so good. I just can't wait to talk about them.
Yeah, I think for me, go ahead. If you want to keep going. No, I was just going to say with the Swift and Kyron Williams thing, one last thing is for me, it's Kyron because, every time the Eagles get close to the goal line, Jalen Hurts punches it in. So the touchdown upside with Swift is limited, and I think Kyron Williams could score at least a couple touchdowns. We've seen him do that before.
So I understand that with Swift that, like, okay, so I understand that with Swift you have touchdown upside is limited because of that, tush push, and then his receiving upside is also limited. So.
And that Washington line is halfway decent.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Frank the Dank knows a thing or two about a heater.
You're probably right. You're probably right with that one.
Yeah.
All right. So
he probably knows about a few different kinds of heaters. But yeah, I'll take Bears over the Broncos. Sure. I mean,
let's go. Lock it in.
To be honest, I like the 3.5. That's what the point spread is. Like, Bears plus 3.5, I think, is the right move there. But who's going to win straight? I was going to ask about those lines. Oh my God, love. He's just missed your boy Dobbs. So yeah, I like the Bears at home. They just have to. If they're going to do anything this year, it's going to be this game. Broncos are drowning fast, so. Sure, I'll take Bears with you.
Yeah, the seat's going to get hot for Fields if he goes out there and puts up a dud against a defense that just let up 70 fucking points. Like, you're just, it's just like not as hot as the Zach Wilson because the Jets are actually a good team, but similar. So that's all. We can move on.
Yeah. Ravens Browns. This actually probably is the
number 2 game
to be missed.
It's in Cleveland, correct?
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. I'll take the Browns here. I just, that defense is so fucking good.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. Give me the Browns.
I'm going Browns as well. I'm going to lock it in. I just think with the lack of running back help that the Ravens have, Lamar is going to be forced to do stuff. And that Browns defense is, I mean, we've said it earlier
I got
this
a
week.
stat.
Hit me with it. What do you got?
Browns defense has given up 21 first downs.
Mm-hmm.
The next closest team is the Bills, have given up 41.
Yeah, give me the Browns in Cleveland. Ravens aren't going to be able to do nothing on that defense, man.
I mean,
Browns,
what the?
Let's go.
It's just insane. So that's why. I mean, I saw that and I'm like, all right. The fact that they haven't led a team in the red zone except for an Eli Moore fumble, and then man, these Lions look fucking good. Anyways,
nice catch.
Bengals Titans. Do I start Brown or Cowboys defense? Oh, Browns. Those are Cowboys. Cowboys. I mean, they're playing Patriots at home in a bounce back spot. Cowboys.
Yeah, I would
100%.
say so as well. Yeah.
Like we just talked how amazing the Browns defense is, but you still always have to play matchup.
Oh, absolutely.
Cowboys have an awesome defense as well. Obviously lost Gibbs, but playing in Dallas at home against the Patriots with macaroni joke.
Realistically, if anybody can have a good game against the Browns, the Ravens are in that conversation. I mean, the Ravens are a great team, so I could definitely see that happening.
Bengals or Cowboys? Still Cowboys.
Who do the Bengals got this week?
At Titans, which is going to be a close game.
Oh, that Titans offense is trash.
Yeah, but that's going to be a close game. They're just going to play like Vrabel, hard-nosed Titans football, trying to run it down their throats with one of the worst
Cowboys
lines.
The Cowboys bounce back hard this week. I'm right there with you. I'll take the Cowboys in that matchup for sure.
Lions are going to fucking dominate this game.
It looks that way, 14-3, and they are marching.
Yeah. Rams, Colts. Hey, Frank the Dank, you think you're going to get any birds this weekend, man?
You going dove hunting?
You going to be dove hunting, aren't you, Franks? Yeah.
Thanks,
Rams,
Chris,
at Colts.
Thank you for the questions. Keep them coming, people. You said Rams, Colts. I'm going Rams. I think the Rams bounce back this week. I think the Colts. This is a game that the Rams can win in Indianapolis. The Colts defense hasn't been very. What's the word I'm looking for? They've been decent. They're like middle of the road as far as ranking goes. So. Yeah, I just think the Rams are a better offense, and the Rams are realistically a better defense as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'll go Colts on this one. I just think that at 2-1, I don't think they're that good of a team. I don't think they're a 3-1 type team, but
Frank the Dank plays for keeps.
Frank the Dank's playing for keeps, bro. He ain't playing.
We are live.
This is just a winnable game, so they're gonna they have a lot of motivation for this game, and Anthony Richardson is. It's almost like in a weird way, like field situation. How if Richardson has it this year, he has to win this game in my mind. In a weird way, I don't even know. That doesn't even make sense. But Dotson or London PPR, I'm going Dotson. I'm not starting London until I see something from Ritter.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think Dotson kind of turns it around this season. So, play sometime soon. Might not be this week, but I still believe in Dotson as the talent. I still believe that Sam Howell can get him the ball. So yeah, I'll rock with Dotson this week.
Yeah, So Colts I have just because they're just going to be at home thinking that they're going to win. They have a shot to win the division. Probably one of those prove it to Jonathan Taylor type things. Like, oh, you don't want to be on our team? Well, look at us. We're 3-1 without you, bitch. They play the Eagles. That's why I've been struggling.
That doesn't help his case at all.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris. It's not ideal, and they probably get beat pretty bad, but the Eagles, you have been able to pass on the Eagles so far this year. They're still banged up in the secondary.
Yes.
So playing from behind, game script says you're going to be throwing the ball a lot, and teams have had success. I think Kirk Cousins threw for like 356 yards on that defense. So 4 touchdowns, something like that. There goes Laporta down to the 4 or 5.
Come on, score that touchdown.
But anyways, that's I still go Dotson. I just can't trust Ritter. Like if Ritter throws for 200 yards, I would just lose my mind. So talk to us about
Frank
Saints,
the Dank.
Buccaneers.
He wants Saints Bucs.
He, from the name and what he's been talking about, he seems like he's a Saints fan. He seems like he might have a tiger tooth.
Who that?
Yeah, Saints. We already talked about them, so you're gonna have to tune into the pod. But I have Saints in a close one. Jameis Winston. Gosh, I don't know that he's going to be able to. I don't know that he's going to be able to do much. But the defense is going to flex their muscles at home in the Superdome, getting that place rowdy, and people are going to be eating gumbo and drinking cold beers. And defense is going to be playing good. So I got Baker Mayfield being dog shit and the defense being good enough.
All right, take it away, Mike. Give me a second.
Yep. Yeah. Do you think the Chiefs will have that newfound BDE since it's Ryan? Ryan, look at I'm gonna have Ryan read this comment. He's gonna love it. Great question, Frank the Dank. That is quite the question there. It looks like Ryan's coming back.
What's going on?
Do you see this question by Frank the Dank?
Do you think the Chiefs will have that newfound BDE since T Swift is letting the homies get it? Yeah, man. I think the Chiefs are a little high on their horse right now, and yeah, absolutely. We'll get into the Chiefs in a little bit.
Yeah, how are we thinking about the Giants? Giants as a whole, they need Saquon back if they're going to do anything this year. I'm a little worried about that defense, to be honest. It looks really bad. So I don't think the Giants look good. I think it's them and the Commanders duking out the last place in that NFC East.
I do like the Giants this week, though, against Seattle, even without Saquon. I think Danny Dimes. I think Danny Dimes can get it done this week against Seattle. I'm as a little spoiler, and we haven't talked about the Giants Seahawks game, but I'm taking the Giants in that matchup.
Okay,
I like the Giants this week.
I'd be interested to see what Frank the Dank thinks about T Swift. She's going to the game again this weekend. Frank the Dank in New York.
Did you see how much fun she had in that box? She was going.
Vibing.
Yeah, she was going wild. So I think she is a newfound fan of the NFL, and she'll be going to every game, I would imagine. Why would you not? If you're dating,
she's going back on. I think she's going back on tour soon, isn't she?
Is she?
Did her tour
end?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Here's a question: do you think Taylor Swift makes an appearance on the Kelsey podcast?
No, dude. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Maybe one time. Dude, I feel like she would.
She's no. She because she went to that game. He had 1 million followers. Like
he added 1 million.
Added 1 million followers just because she went to his game. Like that's
and
how
his jersey went up like 50%,
400%. That's how massive her poll is.
Yeah.
Frank the Dank, that is not going on the screen, Frank the Dank. Unless PD wants to put it up there. Oh, yep. Frank the Dank said I could choke out a full-grown moose if I did that.
Frank the Dank.
So Frank the Dank is not playing
Frank?
around with
I love
T
it.
Swift. He's got some jokes for her. But anyways,
All right, what game are we on? Let's get
Commanders,
back on track.
Eagles. Commanders, Eagles. Eagles blow out the Commanders, go 4-0, and just continue to just exude dominance.
I am right there with you. The Eagles are a force to be reckoned with, and the Commanders are not going to be able to stop them.
All right, this one's interesting. Vikings, Panthers. Two teams are 0-3.
Yes, two teams are 0-3. It seems like Bryce Young is back. He's practicing fully, so
he's back, but he's not back.
Well, Andy Dalton's not playing, right?
I meant is he back? No.
Oh yeah.
Like are the Longhorns back? If they don't work out Swift, gonna drop the banger of the year.
Swift is going to drop the banger of the year.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Hey, I would imagine her next album is going to have some football references, and the people couldn't handle it. No,
Jordan Love is not back. Just threw a fucking pick on his own 20.
That is ugly. Yeah, this Lions defense is good, man.
Packers are not it. Vikings, Panthers. So you think Bryce is back? That affects the offense. You're going Vikings?
I am going with Vikings. I think the Vikings get their first win here.
Oof.
And the Panthers go 0-4. Part of that is because the Bears own the Panthers' first round pick next year, and I want to see them go 0-16. But aside from that, I really do think the Vikings win this game. The Vikings have a better offense, but a worse defense. So it's kind of a side of two coins there. So I think the Vikings pull it out, man. I really do.
Yeah, I think so. For me, the Vikings as well. The people couldn't handle that. I think the Vikings. So I have them because you have this whole narrative this week about how their season's done and Jefferson's gonna get traded and all this stuff. Did you see him blow up in his press conference? Y'all need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I could see them just coming in fired up and winning this game against a really
There's
bad
no
team.
way they trade him.
There goes David Montgomery, another touchdown.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think Vikings win as well.
All right.
Steelers, Texans.
I see this is going to be a good game. Steelers, Texans is going to be a good game. We saw what Houston did last week. They went out and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Was that in Jacksonville too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was in Jacksonville. So, yeah, Houston's riding high right now. Oh, man. This is going to be – I think the Steelers win it, but I think it's going to be a really, really close game, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I started Goff and St. Brown this week. Well, you already got a touchdown then.
Oh, yeah.
So good for
Looking
you.
Pretty good, man.
Sucks that those last two touchdowns were on the ground, but –
it sucks. One of them wasn't Gibbs. I had a Gibbs anytime touchdown, so hopefully he gets one.
Should be looking really strong. I mean, yeah, if they keep the foot on the gas offensively, then you're going to be in a good spot. Let's talk Steelers, Texans. You said it's going to be a close game, and what else?
I think it's going to be a close game. The Houston can keep it close, but the Steelers end up winning the game. That's just where I'm at. I think the Steelers' defense is better than Houston's defense. And their offenses are pretty similar, although Stroud seems, as of right now, is looking like the better quarterback through 3 weeks.
Yeah, I like the Steelers here. TJ Watt's a real deal.
Oh, man. That guy is an animal.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Pickens and Pickett just kind of be a little bit too much for this Texans team coming off a big win. And it's a classic letdown regression spot.
Yeah,
Collins and Tank Dell has been absolutely on fire. So I expect a little regression from them as well. Just a young offense going through growing pains against a really good defense, looking to go 3-1. And the Steelers know that they have to win some cheap games. They have the Browns, they have the Bengals and the Ravens, and if they want to compete these cheap games, they got to just.
What kind of question is this? Swifty got that pank?
I don't know, but look what happens, man. Look what happens when T Swift gets involved.
God.
We got the boys getting all
chat popping off with Swifty stuff.
Yeah. That's funny. So Raiders Chargers.
Jimmy G, what's going on? Do we have any update on Jimmy G?
He's practicing. I think he's gonna play.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers. Justin Herbert is still thrown out of his mind. Losing Mike Williams isn't enough for me to not go with the Chargers. Austin Eckler looks like he's coming back. Do we have any update on that? Eckler is out?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then there's no running game, and Herbert's going to have to get it done with his arm, and they're very capable of doing that. So I think, is this in Los Angeles?
Yes, it's in Los Angeles. I have the Chargers just dominating.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see the wide receiver too. I want to actually go back and say about that Steelers-Texans game, one thing to watch out for there. After this game, I think we're going to see some success on the ground from the Steelers running backs. So I think one of those guys is going to come out of this week seeming like they have a stranglehold. There's going to be some clarity in the Pittsburgh backfield this week. I think that's one of the most important things to look for this week.
Yeah, it seems like Najee should be able to turn it around, even though he's been looking like he's running a quicksand.
He's number 8th. He's number 8th in yards over expected, which is actually mind-blowing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like Jaylen Warren. I like from what I see from him on the field. If there was anybody that I think would be able to do what you're talking about, is Jaylen Warren, but it's probably going to be Najee.
Yeah. So Chargers, I have them as well. I think you're going to see who that wide receiver 2 is going to be throughout most of the season. Aaron Jones just got fucking laid out. So yeah, I like the Chargers in that one. I like the Cowboys over the Patriots, pure domination, classic bounce back spot at home for the Dallas Cowboys, playing a dog shit quarterback with Macaroni Jones. So that's what I have there.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Mac Jones is trash, and that's where we're at with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And this Cowboys defense comes back.
He's an Alabama little bitch.
Okay. All right. I think Micah Parsons took last week's loss to heart, and he is going to be coming back with a vengeance. Wow, he just got flipped.
I mean, this game, we're going to be going to sleep at halftime.
Yeah. Jesus. Who?
What's Frank saying there?
I don't know. You're talking about Mac Jones being trash? Who? All right, yeah. So we're both on the same side. The Eagles beat
Niners, Cardinals domination.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about. Niners, Cardinals. I think Christian McCaffrey has his best day yet. He's talking about Mac Jones because who? Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Who?
I love the reference. Classic.
Chiefs, Jets domination again. Swift's in the house, though. T Swift's gonna be up in there.
Yeah, Chiefs, Jets. What do you think, man? How long do you think are the Jets just going to continue to just roll Zach Wilson out there, or do they make a move? I know they signed Trevor Siemian to their practice squad. Do you think we see Trevor Siemian eventually, or
No.
what? No, you just think they ride it out with Zach?
I think maybe they try to trade. I mean, Zach Wilson would be a great quarterback on a tanking team. So you may try to trade whoever's going to be tanking. Let's say the Vikings lose this week and they trade Cousins to the Jets, grab Zach Wilson, and then just have the best tanking quarterback in the league. Some young kid sucks ass and just tell him to fucking sling the ball. So then you get Caleb Williams, and you have
Yeah.
Caleb and Justin Jefferson with Jordan Addison, who's Caleb Williams' weapon.
Yeah.
So I think that would be incredibly smart if you were an owner in the Vikings owner. I would do that if I'm the Vikings owner. And I think I would win fucking championships.
Speaking as a Bears fan, I'm a little nervous if the Vikings are able to figure out their next quarterback right away. Like,
why wouldn't you get Caleb, who's been with Jordan Addison already?
Well, of course,
and you have Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league. You know what I mean? Like,
if the Vikings do that,
you're 0-3.
I'm worried right now as a Bears fan. I want the Bears to be able to lock in two great picks with the Panthers and the Bears first round picks. So
that's if you're the Vikings, you just strap on that dilly and get used to a long season.
Yeah, the Bears and Vikings right now are in a contest for Caleb.
Yeah.
So let's all right, let's move on. What else we got? Was that all the
Seahawks Giants, and we're done? No, that's all the games.
Oh wow, we went through the whole slate.
Monday night.
Time flies when you're having fun, Kulz.
Time flies when you're having
fun.
Flies. That's right.
Okay,
Seahawks,
what was the last
Giants,
game?
Seahawks Giants. You talked about the Giants, so I'll let you lead it off.
Yeah, Seahawks Giants. It is in New York, correct?
Yep.
Or in Seattle?
In New York.
In New York,
yeah. New York.
I was giving you the chance. I was giving you the chance to sing it, but
there's nothing they can't do.
Yeah, the Giants win this game, man. I just think Daniel Jones in positive matchups at home, he gets it done with or without Saquon Barkley. And I think this is going to be one of those games you're going to see a high rushing floor for him. You're going to see a big game all around. And the Giants get the win in New York.
Love it. I agree. I think if Saquon plays, it's a no-brainer. If he doesn't play, I'm a little worried, but I think it's a bounce-back spot for Danny Dimes. I think Saquon's surprisingly healthy. I mean, I think he practiced today, and he's on pace to play, so that's kind of crazy. But if that's the case, give me the Giants at home on Monday night.
Oh yeah, for it to being a Monday night game, prime time, like I just kind of a blah kind of game.
Yep.
Giants Seahawks can be a bad Monday. Is this the first Monday with just one Monday game, or is it a double feature?
Chiefs Jets is gonna suck, but T Swift's gonna be in the house on Sunday night. So
okay, so yeah, this is a one Monday game, and then
we'll be live for that.
Which one?
Sunday Night Football with T Swizzle.
Oh,
me, you, T Swift hanging out,
just chilling,
talking shop.
All right. Well, I think that about does it for another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow. We got one more comment here. Frank likes a Giant home.
Giant
at home on Monday night as well. That one took me a minute. That was a good one, Bip. Thank you for the comment. You guys are the greatest. We appreciate you chiming in here on our live streams. Stay tuned. Check us out on youtube.com/sportsethos. Like, subscribe, click the bell, get notified when we go live. We go live on Thursday Night Football and Sunday Night Football. We got episodes throughout the week. We have a red light, green light start sit with Shane O'Mac. That comes out on Thursdays. We have our Fantasy Hitchhikers comes out on Tuesday. That's our start and sit. We have a lot of stuff coming out. Make sure you follow the Substack, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com for all of our articles that come out each week.
Yep.
Find me at fantasy_trucker. Find him at Kulz_sports and follow the show for the love of God. Go on Twitter and follow the show at Fantasy Roadshow. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. And Kulz, sign us out, buddy.
I got a dove hunt to go get ready for. Buckle up, baby.
Buckle up, baby.